Good morning, everyone. Brenda here. This morning I'd like to share with you my newest design team project. I created a super large recipe mini album. I had the opportunity to work with the BoBunny Kiss the Cook collection, and I can't tell you how much I absolutely loved working with this collection. I used every piece of paper that came in this collection. All the 12 by 12 paper. I take that back. I had half a sheet left. I also used tons and tons of the ephemera that came in this collection. I used some of the chipboard pieces. That was from Blue Fern Studios. That worked out great. That was the cute kitchen set. Again, I cannot say enough about this collection. It is just so cool, and it's very retro, but oh my gosh, it just made the coolest recipe book. I think you're going to love this. So let's get started real quick. This is a good size album. Overall, it's 9 by 8.5. Very, very nice size album. It will hold a ton of recipes. There's spaces in here for magazine recipes that you cut out and you want to save, as well as recipe cards. This is just an overall, I think, really, really cool album. And again, love this collection. On the front, I used for the background paper, I used the red and white dotted Swiss. I think that is just so cool, very retro, but it's just adorable. This album has a magnetic closure. This is how it's opened. I had some of the really cool silverware that I had gotten at an auction. Very cute. It's a little metal silverware, but that worked out great to go in this album. I have on the front some of the cut-aparts and some of the ephemera I used. And when you open this, you can see that I also use some of the chipboard piece at the bottom. This helps to hold some of these recipe cards. Some more of the ephemera down here. Love it. This sheet here, this piece here that has the jagged bottom, that is also from the ephemera pack. Isn't that the coolest? This is just a really, really cool collection. On the side, let me see if I can get this in. Like I said, this is a big album. See this giant spoon running down the side? That was in the ephemera collection. I used the red and black colored seam binding that came in my design team packet. On the back, you will notice I also decorated the back. There was just so much cool stuff. I wanted to use it all. There's a pocket down at the bottom and some more of the ephemera that I used, and the giant bark there. And these are giant recipe cards that came in the ephemera packs. You can use both sides of these. This is such a cool collection. My gosh, there's just so much usable stuff in this collection. Love it, love it, love it. I put one of the stickers on the side. You are what you eat, so don't be fast, cheap, easy, or fake. Well, that's pretty cute. All right, let's get started on this big thing. Again, I think you're going to like it. I hope you do. It was one of my favorite projects. Loved it. Okay, opening this again. This is magnetic closure. We're going to open this and open the album. I'm going to try to keep you in frame. I'll do my utmost best. The inside cover, I've used another one of the very cool metal spoons. It's down. It's not going anywhere. It's down there really good. To add dimensional elements like this, I like to use my glossy accents. When that stuff dries, it's not going anywhere. It's there forever, which is a cool thing. The inside cover, like I said, I have a nice big giant pocket on the inside. Again, so you can put lots of recipes in here. So it's very functional and usable. I went ahead and used one of the ephemeras, the little bicycle down here. And this is actually a stop that holds these two tags that came in the ephemera. This says eat well and travel often. There's two pockets on this inside cover. And on this pocket, Look at all the recipe cards. These also came in the ephemera pack. So usable, front and back. These are in the pocket. There's also another pocket here with more recipe cards. Love, love, love. And then at the top, what I did was I went ahead and I adhered a clip, and this clip holds more recipe cards. So just in the inside cover, look at all the recipe cards. Amazing. Just on this one inside cover. Look at the graphics in this paper. As I said, I just can't say enough good about this. I love it. I think it's just so awesome. It is so retro. It's adorable. It's cool. It's adorable. What other good words can I think of to describe it? I don't know. There's too many to use. I told Tamara, I said, you better stock up on this collection because I have a feeling it's going to go quickly. And I absolutely think it will. It's just so usable. You know, there's a lot of collections out there that are very cool. But let's be honest. Some of them, they're just not all usable. You know what I mean? They make a nice layout, but when you get down to the bottom line, you just wind up not using everything in it because you just can't seem to find a place for it. Not the case with this collection, ladies. Not the case here. All right, page 1. I have a nice size pocket. I have popped up another one of the cut-aparts. Inside this pocket, I have a booklet, a larger booklet. And this also has one of the ephemeras. And down at the bottom, I used this sticker sheet. I went ahead and matted it, and it is a stop holder at the bottom. It says, "Watch me whip." Good size booklet there. This is another booklet. This has very, very cool ephemera piece on the front. Watermelons. Inside, you open it. There's also another cut apart. A bottom stop here from the sticker sheet. And I really like how this turned out. This is using a lot of the ephemera pieces and some of the cut aparts. Very cute. Open. And there's places I left on the bottom so that you could also write on that, journal on that, about a specific recipe if you'd like. This opens up, flip it over, open it, and there's a little booklet inside. This has a bottom stop with a cute little cut apart. Isn't that cool? I told you there's a lot in this collection, and boy, I tell you, I used it all. I loved using it all. On this album, I did make these. These are all top load pockets on all the pages, and these are very, very large mats. You could put several recipes on here along with the photo of the recipe. And this is in every single page. So very, very nice size. I used some of the colored seam binding. I love the colored seam binding. It saves so much time rather than trying to color it and dye it yourself. You don't have the mess. You don't have the worry. The seam binding 99.9% of the time will match your collection, whatever it is you're using. On this page, again, I've got another one of the cut-aparts popped up. And I have one of the ephemera pieces, the apron over here. And this is popped up to give some dimension. And another big pocket here. And inside the pocket, lots and lots. I told you, ladies, this is a very, very usable recipe album. Nobody has just a recipe or two. I mean, usually you have a lot of recipes that you want to keep in one place. This would be perfect to keep a lot of the family recipes, your favorite recipes. Just super, super easy to keep them all together. some more of the recipe cards that came with the collection. And also on here, I went ahead and I did a cut apart, and I used this to make a tag. This would be perfect to put a recipe on. At the bottom, you could put the title of the recipe. I saved that space. Made another little booklet using one of the ephemera pieces, and this is one of the cut aparts, the golden wheat flour. I love this. Isn't this just the coolest collection, honestly? I love it. I'm debating on keeping this recipe album or selling this one. I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided. Because, again, I love how much it turned out. Oh. A pocket. See, sometimes I get to going so much I forget exactly what I've done. Actually, this is a magnetic flap that opens. And here is a bottom pocket that holds all these cool things. A little easier, isn't it, to get everything back in when you're doing it properly. I love these cut aparts. They're just so cool. This is farm fresh milk. Very cool. Magnetic flap there. This page, okay, I have included in this album 2 different sections like this, okay? So the hinges are split to accommodate this, okay? So something a little bit different. I love how this turned out. The top is a waterfall. Lots of recipes you could write on here. You can glue onto here. It is a waterfall. The bottom section is also a waterfall. It's a side waterfall. And on each page on the bottom, I have included a tag. So you could make a note, or you could put the title of the recipe that you were going to possibly put on this page or put in this pocket. But each one of these has a pocket, and it's a side waterfall. Something a little bit different and something to break the album up. I like whenever you have diversity in the albums, so that when you turn the page, you really don't know what to expect. I like that. That's just kind of what I do, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I know everyone has their likes and their dislikes. I hope you enjoy that. This page, I want to say my sister's scrapper. I got the idea of this little pocket over here, this expandable accordion pocket from my sister's scrapper. I really like how this turned out, and I used variations of it throughout this album. I hope you like it. This is, again, an expandable pocket. And inside, there are absolute tons of tags in here with top pulls. Perfect places for recipes in here. You could put a specific category, or perhaps you could put your family recipes in here. On the front, I've used one of the ephemera pieces that I popped up to give dimension. This also opens, and underneath there is a nice size pocket. And of course, as I said, all the pages have top load tags. I forgot to show you the one over here. Even though it's a waterfall, yes, there is a top load tag inside this to carry through the theme. Cool, huh? Whoops. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Okay, this is inside this very cool pocket. Here's another flip-up booklet. And this has another cut apart. And at the bottom, I used one of the stickers, again, that I matted and used as a bottom stop. And it says, my favorite part of the recipe was, and it has a place to write that on here if you wish. And look at these. These were in the ephemera pack. And again, these are super, super large recipe cards. The front and the back You could put, these would be great for those really, really, really long recipes, you know. Sometimes it takes 2 pages to write. That would be a perfect thing for those. Those would work great on here because you do have the front and the back. This is magnetized, so when you close it, it's going to stay in place. Don't you love this black and white checked paper? It reminds me of the old kitchen floors. Turning the page. Aren't the colors in this collection great? It's such a cheerful, happy album too. That's, I think, another reason why I like this collection so much. This page has a long side pocket, and it also, on top of that, you lift this up, it's magnetized. There we go. And there's a bottom stop, and this has extra virgin olive oil cut apart. This also has, as I said, the long pocket, and it's accented here with the colored seam binding. I went ahead and I have a matted tag, and I have a booklet. And inside the booklet, again, it holds one of the cut aparts. Perfect place for more recipes. This is a bottom stop. This holds this piece. Lots and lots of space in this album, ladies. Lots of space. On this page, I have another rendition of the pocket. This one is stationary, however. This one does not fold down. I just made it stationary. I used one of the Blue Fern Studio chipboard pieces that I colored, and this was from the Cute Kitchen set. This also came in my packet for this design team project. It worked out perfectly. I used this rolling pin to keep this pocket closed. When you open it, again, this is another expandable accordion pocket, and inside, yes, it is filled with recipe cards. You slide these back in, close the pocket, slide your rolling pin back over. Here's another one of the ephemera pieces, and this is a spatula. I thought that looked kind of cool going across the front. And Happiness is Homemade was one of the stickers, and I went ahead and matted that and used it to decorate the top. And this is another one of the ephemera pieces. Just worked out great here, so I liked how it looked, and that's where I put it. Another one of the giant matted tags inside this top load pocket. Next page, again, this is another rendition of the bottom pocket. This one has a faux closure, just to kind of show it off a little bit. It's not a real working closure. So this pocket is open from the top. There's several cards inside. Several cards inside. These fit nicely right back in. This is another accordion pocket. It is stationary. It doesn't open. Over to the side, I have a bottom stop, and I went ahead and used some of the ephemera bottles. And look at these cute little chocolate chip cookies. You can make some notes on these. These fit right back down inside of the stop. Cute, cute. And this is the second set of the half pages on their own separate hinge. The top, as before, is a top waterfall, a top fold waterfall. Lots and lots of recipes can go inside here. And yes, this also has the top pull tag, just as the others all do. The bottom, again, is the side load waterfall. And now this is different because instead of just the bottom little side pocket, this has across the entire bottom. And so in each one of these pockets, there's a really nice size piece of ephemera. These are great, perfect for recipes. Again, perfect places. There's some on the front and the back in all of these. So when I say that there's a lot of space in this album, I'm not kidding. Get back in. Here we go. So this is on every single page. Every single page. Lots of space. On this page, I made this pocket considerably larger. This is a magnetic closure. It is an accordion pocket again. This will hold tons and tons. And of course, inside there are several. Look how big these are. Several of these that go right inside this pocket. Again, this is accordion pocket, so it's going to hold a ton. Magnetic closure. Kiss the chef on the front that's pop dotted up. Flip this down because it's a magnetic closure, and you've got one of the cut aparts here. And inside you have this bottom pocket. I used a couple more of those really, really large recipe cards from the ephemera pack. You can get so much on those. Oh my gosh, tons on those. When you close that back, again, it's magnetic, so it's not going anywhere. It's going to keep everything nice and safe. Turn the page, and you have a bottom side pocket. I did put another little bottom stop here that says homemade biscuits and gravy, Southern recipe, and that also holds a very cool recipe tag. And inside, 2 more of the recipe cards that came in this collection. Gosh, have you ever seen so much? Okay, if you all watched Tamara's tutorial that she had on a few days ago, where she had the waterfall, the waterfall mini album. Okay, I took some of that and used it, but I did a little bit different. Okay, so this waterfall, I used one of the ephemera pieces. This is magnetic closure to keep it closed, but this waterfall also is what works this waterfall. You see? So the closure actually flips that waterfall. I went ahead and I did mat every piece. I know it makes it a little bit heavier, and I made this out of cardstock, but I wanted this, since it's in a recipe album, I wanted this to be able to hold up. I wanted it to hold up for a long time, so I wanted to use the heavier materials, but I love the idea, and I love that Tamara had that tutorial on, so I asked her if she minded if I swiped that idea, and she said, hey, have at it. So here it is, and I put it in the back inside cover. And when you flip this up, I even decorated the back piece. And inside on the bottom, there's a pocket. 2 more of these adorable recipe cards. These fit right back in. A bottom pocket. And I have 3 more of the very, very cool ephemera recipe cards here. Again, loved this project. I love how this turned out. I am so happy with everything in this collection. I can't praise it enough. I absolutely loved it. Magnetic closure, ladies. And I even decorated on the inside of my closure. I just wanted this to turn out perfect, and I'm very, very pleased with how it turned out. I don't think it could have gone any better. It was a very easy project to do, and I got it done in record time. It surprised myself. I will go ahead and I will put some links down at the bottom where you can get this collection. I will put links to Country Craft Creations web store. Tamara will take good care of you. Again, don't wait too long. I don't think she's going to be able to hang on to this collection very long. I think it's going to go pretty quick. It's going to be a very popular collection. I also will go ahead and put a link to my blog. That is cross-eyedcricket.blogspot.com. I will have up later today some still photos and some explanations on this album. I will have a materials list as well. So thank you for taking time to view my video. I hope you subscribe. I will be posting more projects soon. And again, thanks so much.